very special technology will take you on a journey. What I will show you is a little library where little Olga is to come and learn from. I will just close the right. You will see right at behind me. Can you see? It's a biblioteca. So this is the place where I was little, school age, and used to come right here, take books, and actually learn from the books. What I would do whenever I would like to learn something on personal development of psychology, because I was really passionate about it, I would go right there to that building. Okay, you would have to go there. You would have to take your card. You have to return the book which you were holding before, and you will take a new book, and you will be able to read for 2 weeks only. Okay, if you haven't read it for 2 weeks, like all completely, you have to go back. You have to ask them for permission to hold to the book for a little bit longer. So right now, I just went to the building and I asked, "Do you still have my card? Because I would love to just to take notes. I just would like to take a photo of the card." And apparently, they don't have it anymore. So unfortunately, they didn't keep the records of my book, of the card which I used to have with them, simply because they destroy all of them after 5 years if you are not there. And I haven't been there for like probably 15 years now. So obviously my card is long time destroyed. Okay. So my question to you is, nowadays you have abundance of information. Right now, you don't have to go all the way. Just trying to close the road safely. Right now, you don't have to go to the library. Right now, you don't have to take a card. You don't have to hold on to a book for 2 weeks only. So my question to you is, how do you utilize the abundance of the information you have access to nowadays? Think about it, right? You have YouTube, you have movies, you have Netflix with lots of documentaries, with lots of great movies on the mind, on healthy living, on all sorts of things. You have magazines, you have online directories, you have blogs, you have so much information that when I used to be young, well, I was like, what? Well, from the age of 13, really, I started to go to this library, right? When I was that age, I had to read it. I had to spend days reading it. You know what I used to do? I used to get a notebook, something similar to this, a notebook, those people who are all about gadgets, right? And I would you write those books. Okay, I would write those books into my notebooks because I would like to hold on to that knowledge. Okay, so my question to you is, what if nowadays you have abundance of that information? How do you utilize that? What do you do with your time and the access to the information you have? Do you learn? Do you apply? Do you pass it on? What do you do with that? You see, anything we learn, we either apply, and this way we invest the time we have spent on a query and getting the information, or we waste our time. If you don't utilize the information you have learned, if you don't apply it, you simply waste your time. Just like this video, you could be either investing your time hearing this reminder that there is abundance of information in the world that you can go and get for free, right? Think about this, the YouTube, the Netflix, as I mentioned earlier, right? The blogs, the articles, so much information on that, right? Or it will be just another video which you have watched. So my invitation and a challenge for you is start utilizing the information, right? Start utilizing what you have acquired as information. Start applying what you have learned. Whenever I do a workshop at any organization, whenever I do a talk, I always make them very and highly engaging because I don't want anything people hear from me not being applied. And actually, very often I even mention that I don't want this talk to be just another talk. That's the reason why I make them always very highly engaging because I want people to do something with the information they just have learned. Okay, so I'm inviting you. If you can go to something like a library, like over there, or you can just learn something online. But whatever you learn and wherever you learn, I'm inviting you to start applying that. Okay? That was Olga Geidane from my hometown, all the way in Jelgava, sharing with you today a little bit of my journey where Olga started her learning, where Olga actually started having her journey. I hope that will inspire you. I hope that actually will give you something to yourself, just to embrace it, just to kind of think a little bit more than usual about what to do with information that you acquire. Okay, so I'm inviting you and I'm challenging you to apply whatever you have learned in the last 24 hours, and you will see with every application how your life will transform, how your business